Howdy y'all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play Transport Fever 2 Free Mode Edition. In the previous episode, we expanded our railroad to connect to a nearby coffee farm, as well as a fishery to deliver loads of coffee berries and fish to a nearby meat packing plant and coffee bean roasting facility. And in this episode, we're going to start continuing on expanding our operations to basically eventually deliver bauxite to this cannery so we can deliver canned meats and canned coffee to the local residents of our towns that we're serving, as food is one of the needed commodities here in Greenwood. Now, let's have a look on what equipment we'll need for right now. Well, first we need to deliver some meat and coffee to this cannery. Let's have a look at what vehicles we have available. Let's see. Let's see. I think we'll probably use another coal-burning 10-wheeler for this operation. Since we're carrying meat, we're going to basically use a couple of refrigeration cars to carry it. Carry about 400? No, wait. 300, because it takes 2 fish to produce 1 unit of meat. $20.4 million. This is going to be expensive, but it's going to basically be very much worth it. Alright. Then we'll need to make a new route. You'll be picking up meat at the packing plant near Pine Valley and taking it up to this cannery here in near Blue Water. This will be known as Freight Train D1 X, which will be meat. And then we'll need another train to pick up loads of, well, coffee. Full load, 10 minutes. Freight Train D2, which is processed products again, but it's going to be carrying coffee beans. Oh. Actually, I think I'll change it from processed products to goods. There we go. That works a lot better. And I also needed this from Freight Train CS to something different. I think I'll change it to TS for Town Supply. At least for now, unless we get some freight trains that start with T. Alright. Train 12, you will be assigned to picking up meat products from the meat packing plant. And I'll need another 10-wheeler to pick up loads of, well, let's see. Which 10-wheeler do I have right now? I've got number 71, 59, 17. I'll probably go for number 32. And instead of a refrigeration car, we're going to be carrying roasted coffee beans and boxcars. That will cost about 10.6. I could easily extend my loan just a tiny bit. Buy that and put it to work on the coffee bean operations. Alright. Now, before I started recording, there was a vehicle that was basically updated. I'm not so sure which one it is. My hunch is the Class 56280. Let's see. Did it change a bit? No, it's still the same model. I'm not so sure which other vehicles may have been given an update. Let's see. It's maybe something passenger car related? I don't think so. Oh! Blue Water just founded a sawmill not too far from the city. Let's see. Cargo? No. Let me think. What about trolleys? I don't think so. Road vehicles? Maybe one of these. I'm not so sure. Though, I don't remember seeing an Asian horse-drawn carriage in this. Alright. Now, with everything going pretty well so far, we should start to at least expand to some other destinations. There's a sugar farm not too far from here, as well as a cigar factory near Richland, as well as a steel mill. We need to deliver both coal and iron ore to produce steel there. Let's basically expand the tracks up a bit and connect to these new industries. Let's see. Consumers. There's a whole bunch of industries that need sugar. The distillery needs sugar, so does this fruit juice factory located near Woodsburg. It's also needed at this bioplastic plant near Diamond City, as well as this processing plant near Diamond City, as well as the one in Riverside. So we'll have to set up multiple trains to service this industry. We'll basically make it about 6, because one of my tasks is not to basically connect all industries. All we just need to do is just transport at least one of each commodity on the map, which won't be too difficult. Then I'll have to basically take out a much larger loan. We're already in the 200 millions now. I'm gonna pause the game so we can at least save some of that money. Now, the cigars only need to go to Riverside for now, but it could eventually be wanting in more towns later on. So I'll make a 4-track station just in case. So the tracks will go straight past this factory, and then straight towards Ridgeland, which requires alcoholic beverages. Well, alcoholic barrels, basically. So that could be another good source of revenue once we get a much more modest fleet of freight locomotives. Curve it to the right, and then we'll basically lay a crossing over this road. We'll just smooth this area out just a little bit. Let's see. We'll lay the track flat again. Delete these 2 pieces, so we can at least build a much more proper curtain switch. We'll make these switches at the cigar factory 40 miles an hour on the crossover, and same for this. Let's see. I think I'll have to basically set up another switch here. Then it will basically connect to this, and that will basically allow us to now transport tobacco leaves. Nice. Then we'll also have to basically connect it to this sugar farm. We'll build a curve for this on this section of track. go straight this way. We'll be passing by the river. And then we'll curve this way. Prompt, I forgot. This new quality of life update has a bit of a problem. It lags when I'm trying to construct bridges. Hopefully that will be fixed in a future update, or when the whole update thing goes public in later this year. But we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, do this, and do this, and then basically finish up by doing this crossover here. And now we have finally connected sugar to our operations. We'll smooth the ground out a bit, but that also reminds me, now that we have access via rail close by to this copper smelter, we could start eventually transporting copper by rail. But that means our ship that we have been operating for a while will not be making a profit. Let's see, what other industry could I use my ships for? Well, iron ore, maybe? Or stone? Well, industry requires requires two destinations: the cigarette factory near Bluewater near Shineston, and the Richland Cigar Factory. So I might as well place down both of these. Alright, it's connected to the main road network, and now do it like that, and basically curve it towards the right a bit, and make a parallel track, and do this. Construction not possible, glitch again. Alright. That should do it. Go up, and then basically expand to this section. Alright. Now we got sugar and tobacco as well as cigars as part of our fleet lineup. Now what we just need to do is add some signals. We'll add some onto this section, as there's going to be multiple trains serving that industry. And we also need to set up some here. Alright. Go this way. And now we'll basically do it, at least for our new freight line extensions. Now, some of these tropical fruits are needed in some towns. This fruit juice factory is located up here in Cedar Point. That could be another good source of bringing in supplies of fruit juice to be processed into packaged juice boxes. Let's see. Pine Valley is the only town that needs fruit, as well as Bluewater City. We might as well connect it to Bluewater City eventually. Maybe in the next episode. But for now, we need to at least connect to its new station. We'll connect to Ridgeland and basically place down another station on this section here. There is a gold mine nearby, as well as the bauxite mine and a wine and a vineyard. Those can provide some good sources of extra freight revenue. We're also getting rid of the name Richland Sidings, and we're renaming it Richland Cigar Factory. And also, since this is basically we're basically getting rid of these platforms and placing down these. And also getting rid of these two to place down a walkway. This section might be electrified in the future, I'm not so sure, but for now it's all just steam power. Let's expand this again to now include commuter platforms. The rest of the station will be modified when electric trains become more prevalent. As I intend to basically remove these bay platforms here and just use and place down tracks on this side instead. But that will come eventually once electrics become a thing. We'll also basically place down the freight platforms, since there's already, well, a demand for alcoholic barrels, we could deliver some this way, some that way. We'll also place down the medium main building and some of these on the side. Oh, that also reminds me, I need to add the canopy roof. Let's see. I want to at least try to make this road look a little more ornate or something like that. And I'm going to start expanding the track out. Let's see. Since that road leads to industries, it's going to have this instead. Let's basically do it like this. And then add a crossover here. And then curve this here and connect this here. Ooh, that doesn't look very pretty. Let's basically try it again somehow. Connection not possible. Really? Too much curvature. Oh, it's trying to follow this track. Sometimes this track lane can be sometimes be a real pain. Alright. That should basically do it for the new station. Hold on. Alright. Actually, I think I could basically lay the tracks right next to the gold smelter, and then build a switch to connect to that industry. That could be a very viable option. We'll curve it to the left again, and then connect to the main line here. I don't want a bridge. Let's see, maybe I should delete some of this track. Have the gentle curve down. Alright. That looks a lot better. Then we'll smooth out the terrain a little bit. Although it's not easy because of the whole terrain. Just have to basically do a little bit of this. And then do some of this. There we go. Now that's much better. We'll quickly add some signals, and then we'll set up a new train to service these new industries that we have connected with. Alright. Now we need to set up a new set of trains to service these new industries. First of all, we'll need to set up a service to deliver tobacco to the cigar factory. Since this is basically a new type of commodity that's being served from a farm, this will be known as Freight Train B3A Farm Products Tobacco. Full load, 10 minutes, and deliver it to the cigar factory. And then another train to pick up loads of, well, sugar. Full load, 10 minutes. This will be known as Freight Train B4A Farm Products Sugar Cane. Alright, with that done, let's basically get some new vehicles. Let's see. Let's actually use some of the wood burning 460s, as I haven't had used any of them yet. Now, tobacco leaves, I believe they work better in a refrigerated environment, so I'm going to give them about a 600 unit train of refrigeration reefer cars and a caboose. It's going to cost about 36.3 million. We'll buy that and put it to work on the tobacco. Then we'll also need another train. We'll basically use one of these, use one of the other ones, and then get a train composing of gondolas, as that's the only car that can carry sugarcane. We'll make it about 420 at a caboose. It's going to cost about 16.8 $8 million. We'll buy it and then put it to work on the sugarcane trains. Alright, that all said and done, I believe we have reached a good ending point for today's episode. As, now that we have more industries to connect and more freight to ship, according to my lines, okay, basically, our ship will run. Our ship has still hasn't made a profit this year so far, but as long as it makes a profit by the end of the year, it should be alright. Alright, so we still have a profitable freight train, still a profitable bus line, trucking line, local passenger train, and express train. And basically, as of this episode, we have transported over 1,170 passengers and over 5,093 units of cargo. So, if you enjoyed this episode of my Let's Play Transport Fever 2, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new video uploads every Friday or Saturday, depending on my outside schedule. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!